Online students, good morning. I want you to kindly please check. Can you hear me? Can you see the screen? Is voice clear? Please respond. Please respond. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Yes. Yeah. A very, very good morning, guys. Very good morning. So, yes, you can hear me. You can see the screen. All right. Yeah. Let us start our today's session. So, guys, yes, before starting our today's sessions, as always, let us just try to have a very, very small and a quick recap on the concepts that covered in our yesterday session. So from yesterday onwards, we started discussing about filters concept. So what we covered, I told you like filters will be acting like a additional layer of security. As simple as this, that's it, not more than that. 2 to 3 points. Point number one, filter will be acting like a additional layer of security. And point number two, filter will be mapping to the same URL, same mapping URL. And before servlet first, filter will be responding. So these are all the topics which I told you. And yesterday, we actually tried to create a small project to explain this filters concept. So we have first created info, DB connect, DB info. By yesterday, we already completed that. Now today, let's try to create a small project. Let's go. Right click, go to new, select yes, do filter method. And for this, not web servlet, web filter. And what is the annotation we have given? I mean, what is the mapping we have given? Log, LOG. Is it log? Yes, log. Okay. How many of you completed? Nice. 2 minutes. After that, we'll move on to the next concept. 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. Is it sufficient? No? Take 5 minutes. 5 minutes. After that, we'll move on to the next topic. Please. 5 minutes. And online students, if completed, make sure to message me in the chat. And if you are not getting your output correctly, please cross check whether you have given web servlet and web filter as annotations. Kindly please check that. In servlet, what is the annotation we need to use? Web servlet. In filter, what is the annotation we need to use? Web filter. Please cross check correctly. Okay. In login filter, make sure to use that web filter annotation. In servlet, please make sure to use web servlet annotation. If you are not using annotations correctly, you will not be able to get your output. So make sure to use the annotation correctly. If everything is correct, you should be getting your output displayed here like this. All right. I guess it's done. Okay, guys, please. I hope it's completed for everyone. Sushant, JSP line number 16. Sushant, this is actually purely core Java. Purely core Java, Sushant. In line number 16, what we are doing, first we are trying to get the password from our user bean. And by using substring method, I'm trying to get the first character and last character of my password. Remaining just I gave some string stars like confidential password. That's it. This is purely core Java. In the place of plus, we can use concat method also. Concat method. We can do that. No problem. Right, Sushant? Pure core Java, buddy. All right. Okay. Guys, please open your notes for me once. Open your notes. Everyone, come on, come on. Open your notes. Please keep us highlighting as filter config notes. Notes. Please keep your side heading as filter config. Just like servlet config, servlet config, you know that servlet config, by using servlet config, we will be able to get the information related to the servlet. For every servlet, servlet config object is different. And when that servlet config object will be getting created, when load, when servlet is, that is servlet context. I'm speaking about servlet config. When servlet config object will be getting created, when Mohammed, that is absolutely correct. Whenever init method is getting triggered, init method. And yesterday you wrote this, na? Sorry, not here. I'm speaking about. Did you remember servlet lifecycle methods? What are this? Init, service, destroy. Init method is a parameterized method or non-parameterized method. How many parameters? One. Type servlet config. Whenever init method is getting triggered, obviously servlet config object will be getting created. Now, yesterday you wrote these three methods: init, do, filter, and destroy. Now, please check init method is a parameterized method or non-parameterized method. How many parameters? Type filter config. Servlet config will be having information related to the servlet. Filter config will be having information related to the filter, like filter name. And just like servlet config, we will be able to provide initialization parameters for this filter config also in the web.xml. Do you remember? Okay, just a second. Let me. Did you remember this? This is basically for servlet config. Exactly. I mean, this is for servlet config, Nana. I hope you remember this. Yes, exactly like this. For filter config also, we will be able to provide values in the web.xml. That is right now what we need to see. So please keep us hiding as filter config. Note down a small point for me. Filter config is an interface from filter config is an interface from Java x.servlet package is an interface from Java X dot servlet package, which is which is instantiated automatically, automatically when filter program is When filter program is loaded for execution. When filter program is loaded for execution. Okay. Next point. This filter config object is this filter config object is loaded with filter name. Loaded with the filter name. Next point. To access filter config object, to access filter config object reference, to access filter config object reference, we must use init method. Okay. We must use init method. Init method means initialization. Init method only, inside init method only, filter config object will be getting created. All right. And I want you to kindly please write this web.xml. Please write these tags for me. Write these tags. After writing these tags, please make sure to write these 3 points also. First, write these tags. Go ahead, please. After that, we'll be discussing with our code. No problem. Take time. Write slowly. Is it done? Right. Take time, no problem. Take time, write slowly and clearly, please. Online students, if completed, I request you to kindly please message me in the chat. All right. I hope it's done. Okay, so let me just right. That is good. Let me just try to remove this. May I remove this? Or wait for a minute, please. 1 minute, guys, 1 minute. In the meantime, try to create one more project. Let's go with previously, what is our application? App 13. So create one more application like app 14. Go ahead. Okay. So our previous application is app 13. Okay. Let me just try to close everything. Now let's try to create app 14. Go to new, right click dynamic web project, app 14. Make sure to change your module version to 4.0. Give a click on next. Make sure to select web.xml and finish. Now, after that, okay, app 14. Let me just try to create a HTML file, new HTML. Just I want to go with the input.html, input. Just input.html. Give a click on next and finish. And just a normal HTML. That's it. Let me just try to write center tag, CNTS center tag, and just try to go like a H1. Okay, H1. Now inside this, I just want to write form, FORM, form tag. Okay, and here, let me just go like form action equal to dis method post, post post. Just simply username, user username, input type equal to text, name equal to you name. And just let me try to go like br and br, br and br. After that, input type equal to submit, submit, and yeah, value is also should be display display. Just going to go like value as display. That's it. Now, of course, please make sure to add your jar file in the build path. I'm not using any database. I am not using any database. So just add servlet API. Just add servlet API jar file to your project build path. You know how to do that. Just, I repeat, just add servlet API in the project build path. And after that, let me just try to open our web.xml deployment descriptor. This is our web.xml. And I just want to keep only my file, that is input.html input input.html. Okay, okay, okay. Now inside this, let me just try to get my tags. Okay, sure. The tag, filter name. I want to go with DISPLU display filter display filter, and it will be present inside com.pack1 dot displa display filter filter. I'm going to create a package. I'll create a package. And after that parameter name, just try to give something like normal parameter name message, and value. I'm just going to write Java is awesome. Just write. And what is your filter name? Just display filter. And what is the URL? What is the URL? DIS. Yeah, just write like that. DS. That's it. Done. We have wrote our filter tags. Okay. Now, obviously, you need to create a package. What is the package name? com.pack1. Create a package. Package name is com.pack1. After that, create inside that package, that is inside that com.pack1, I want you to create a filter. Like the name is display filter. Okay. Right click, go to new, select a class, DISPLAY, display filter. Sure. Display filter. Done. Spelling correct. DISPLAY filter. DISPLAY filter. Okay, everything is same. All right. Now here I told you implements filter interface. Okay. Now make sure to override the methods. Do filter methods. Obviously, just let me try to keep it like this. Okay. Now here, this is servlet request. This is servlet response. Let me just try to go like FC. I'm not writing any annotation here. I am not writing any annotation here. Why? Because I'm already mapping my filter directly in the web.xml. So I'm not writing any annotation. Okay. Now let me just try to take PUBLIC public filter filter config. Okay. FC equal to null. Just null. Okay. FC is already taken. Okay. Let me just try to take FCF, or else FCOBJ. Okay. Why? Okay. We'll see this instead of here. Let me just try to take it here. This is public. PUBLIC, public. Okay. Now, init method. Public in it init init method init method. And right now my intention is I want to override the init method also. And you know that init method is actually a parameterizer method. And I just want to write FC or else CONFIG config, just like this. Public void void init method, right? Now, okay, so at line number 16, filter config object will be getting created. That object I want to assign to here. Okay, so how about this dot fc equal to config? Whatever the object which got created here, I'm just trying to assign into my local variable. By using this keyword, this. This is not a new topic, core Java. Please try to write. You know what? We'll do one thing. Request dot set attribute. I'm going to use fcobj, and here fcobj dot get filter name. Let me just try to keep it like this. Okay, get filter name. Just like servlet config, I'll be able to get my filter name also. Now here, one more. Let me just try to write this as message and get init parameter. And here I'm just trying to write message. Basically, this is exactly the same name as here, message. That's it, done. Now after that, let me just try to forward request dot get request dispatcher, and I just want to forward to any JSP. Let us go with DISPLAY, display dot JSP dot forward request response. And in display dot JSP, we'll be able to get these attributes and just display the data. Go ahead. Please create display.jsp and get these attributes, get these two attributes and just display the data. That's it. Go ahead. You can do this. And display the username also. In display.jsp, display the username also. Here in input.html, we are passing the username. Na? Yes. So get that username and print it in display.jsp. Go ahead, try. Please try. So I want you to write display.jsp, and inside the display.jsp, you need to display three things. Okay, please tell me what are the three things which you need to display? Username. Next one is filter name. And after that, the parameter which you set in the web.xml. Good. Please. Anyone completed? Display.jsp. What? Seriously? What happened? No one? Right? Okay. Shravan, done. Online students, if compared, please message me. I want to know how many of you guys did that. Sushant, point number one, filter that is not a class. What you are listening? From yesterday onwards, I am saying, filter that is not a class. That is an interface, right? So what is the use of this filter? It acts as a additional layer of security. Without using filters also, we will be able to do our projects. Last few days onwards, we've been discussing some projects. Did we use a filter anywhere? No. We can do that. We can do that. Just like a additional layer of security, we can use filter. That's it, not more than that. So the interviewer asked you what is the difference between filter and a servlet. Basically, servlet is going to interact with the server. Inside the servlet, you can write any kind of logic, no problem. Just to reduce the burden on the servlet, we can use filter concept, which acts like a additional layer of security. That's it, right? Okay, in line number 14, I mean, you're speaking about line number 15 to line number 18. We use the same kind of mapping for servlet config. In servlet config, we use servlet mapping. Yes, just like that, filter mapping. And here, as we have used slash dis, if you observe, did I use any URL here at the right web filter? You should not use that. Yesterday I told you, no two servlets should be having two URLs. It should be having only one URL. That is the reason I did not give the URL. Just like servlet filter. Exactly like that. Clear? Sushant? If possible, kindly please try to respond to the chat, buddy. We are, by using this web.xml, we are informing to the server. Okay, there is a filter mapped, and this is the filter name, and this filter name is actually mapping with this URL. Whenever this URL is getting triggered, make sure to use this filter. That's it, not more than that, right? Okay, so not XML, I said display filter. Yeah, yeah, in display filter, okay, okay. Listen, Sushant, in display filter, first I'm taking a just like a local variable, Nana. This is just like a local variable, public filter config, okay, just like a local variable. Now I assign it to null and we are using init method. We are overriding the init method. And you know that I already told you yesterday, you already wrote this. Init method is a parameterizer method. And how many parameters? Only one parameter, that is of type filter config. So I want to use this object outside of this method. So that is the reason I have taken a variable. I assigned that object to my local variable. And with the help of that, I'm trying to get my filter name and I'm trying to get my initialization parameters. That's it. Again, this is also purely core Java. You will not be able to understand this line without knowing the concept of this keyword. Did you remember this keyword? This keyword is used to resolve the ambiguity between local variables and instance variables. This keyword is used to call present class methods. This keyword is used to return the present class instance. This constructor call is there. Do you remember that? Same. In order to understand this line number 19, yeah, you are supposed to have an idea about this keyword, buddy. Clear? Right. If possible, kindly please try to respond. And Shravan, sir, is there any implicit name available for filter config? Yeah, of course. The name is config. Yes, it is config. The name is config. For servlet context, we are having a name. What is the name? For servlet context, what is the name? Application. For filter config, the name is config. JSP. It's there, buddy. It's there. Okay. How many of you completed display.jsp? Done? You got your output. Let me just try to write that display.jsp here. So web app, go to new JSP file and I just want to write display display.jsp. Give a click on next and finish. Okay, now this is my display.jsp. I just want to go with the CNTS center tag. I just let me make it as a H1 close. And obviously, let me just try to use the scriptlet tag. And inside this, first things first, request dot get parameter. What is the name I have given here? Uname. First, I want to get the username here equal to string string username. Okay. Now, after that, let me just try to go to my display filter and here request dot get. I set the attribute now. Get attribute. I just want to go with this one. Okay, just like this. Okay. Now equal to. Let me just try to go like filter config. Let me CONFIG. This is just, let me try to go like CONFIG config. You know what? This is name na. I'll do one thing. Let me just try to make this as string FILTR filter name. Of course, this is of type string. Same, I'm going to use one more. And here, right now, this is message. Here also just want to go like message. That's it. Now, after that, out dot println, USER username plus username. plus let me just try to go like BR and BR. After that, copy. Okay, now filter name. I just want to filter filter name, and here also same filter name. After that, data from web.xml. And here I just want to go with message. Let's try to execute our program. I mean project. Let's see. Go to run as run on server. Save it. Okay. Give a click on next. Remove everything. I'm just trying to execute only application 14. Let's see. Username, filter name, and the data from web.xml. Where is our web.xml here? This is the data which I have given in the web.xml. Easily, I'm able to display that in the console. I mean, in our web page. That's it. Simple. So let me just, this is input.html. This is web.xml. After that, web.xml is completed now for everyone. Please respond. And this is display filter. That's it. Display filter and display.jsp. What's hard in this online students? I guess it's completed. Yes, I absolutely correct. Absolutely. So tomorrow we are going to discuss about events and listeners. Events and listeners. See, main concepts already completed, guys. Some small concepts are there. Easily we'll be able to complete. No need to worry. All right. Tomorrow, little bit theory and simultaneously code also. We'll be handling it. All right. Dot. That's it, guys.